Hello everyone, I Akanksha Mishra welcomes you all to our YouTube channel TNV Academy. Today we are diving deep into a topic that can literally transform your organization's performance, skill gap analysis. But we are not doing this the traditional way. We are doing it the ISO 10015 way, structured, objective and lesser focused on results. Have you ever delivered training that didn't lead to performance improvement? The problem often isn't in the training. It's in what you trained for. If the gap was wrongly identified, the entire effort collapses. So let's begin with how ISO 10015 helps us identify the right skills to train for the right people at the right time. What is skill gap analysis? Skill gap analysis is the process of comparing the skills required to perform a job effectively versus the current skill set of employees. The difference between the two is the skill gap. For example, if a quality auditor needs a strong statistical analysis skills and is weak in that area, that is a skill gap. These gaps can be technical, behavioral, functional, or even soft skill based. ISO 10015 takes this one step further by guiding organizations to analyze skill gaps within a strategic and systematic framework. It is not about assumptions, it is about data, role clarity, and business alignment. ISO 10015 and the training cycle. ISO 10015 is an international standard specifically designed to manage training effectively within organizations. It follows a 4-phase training cycle: identify training needs, design and plan training, provide training, evaluate training outcomes. Skill gap analysis falls under phase 1. Identify training needs, and ISO emphasizes that this should be data-driven, goal-focused and systematically reviewed, not just based on opinions or trends. Step 1. Link skill needs to organizational goals. One of the most powerful principles of ISO 10015 is to start with the business goals, not with individual skills. Why? Because skills are not valuable if they help move the business forward. If your organizational objective is to increase customer retention by 20%, your skill gap analysis should focus on competencies that directly affect customer interactions, like service recovery, communication, and empathy. ISO 10015 encourages starting at the top. What is the company trying to achieve? From there, determine what skills are critical to reaching those objectives. Step 2. Define role requirements clearly. Before identifying a gap, you need to know what an ideal performer looks like. ISO 10015 recommends building detailed job profiles and competency frameworks. That means listing the required skills, knowledge areas, behaviors, and performance levels for each role. For example, a project manager may need budgeting, stakeholder communication, and conflict management skills. Without this benchmark, there is no way to measure gaps accurately. Clarity in job expectations is a foundational step in the ISO 10015 model. Step 3. Measure actual competence accurately. Now that you know what is required, the next step is to assess what your employee currently possesses. ISO 10015 stresses using multiple assessment tools like performance appraisals, manager feedback, peer reviews, job simulations, tests, and real-time observations. This gives you a 360-degree view of current capabilities. A great tool to visualize this is a skill matrix, a grid that makes employees against the skills and proficiency levels. Without measuring current competence, training becomes a shot in the dark. Step 4. Identify the gap. After comparing role requirements to actual performance, the difference is your skill gap. But ISO 10015 says quantify the gap. How wide is it? Is it critical? Is it affecting KPIs? For instance, if a technical team lacks basic troubleshooting skills and support tickets are piling up, that is a measurable urgent gap. ISO recommends categorizing gaps based on severity, impact, and alignment with business needs. Step 5. Prioritize skill gaps strategically. Not all skill gaps are created equal. Some can be tolerated temporarily. Others can lead to compliance failures, customer dissatisfaction, or financial losses. ISO 10015 promotes impact-based prioritization. That means addressing the most business-critical gaps first. For example, training your EHS, that is Environment, Health and Safety Officers, on regulatory compliance takes priority over giving Excel training to non-finance staff. Focus your training investment where the business risk is highest. Step 6. Confirm training is the right solution. Here is where ISO 10015 really stands out. It asks you to validate whether training is the real solution. Not every performance issue is caused by a lack of skill. Sometimes it is a process issue, tool issue, motivational issue, or even leadership gap. For instance, if a team keeps missing deadlines, it may not be a time management skill gap. Maybe they are overloaded or the goals are unrealistic. ISO 10015 urges you to analyze the root causes before jumping to training. Step 7. Document the process and monitor progress. Skill gap analysis is not a one-time project. It is a living process. ISO 10015 encourages organizations to document everything: the roles analyzed, the methods used, the gaps found, and the actions taken. Set review dates. Use performance dashboards to monitor improvements. A centralized skill gap report should be accessible to HR, training managers, and leadership. When tracked regularly, it becomes a roadmap for internal promotions, succession planning, and team development. Training without gap analysis is blind effort. To summarize this, we can say that if you want training to work, start with accurate skill gap analysis. ISO 10015 gives you the framework to do this methodically, strategically, and sustainably. It brings alignment between people development and business performance. So next time you think about launching a training program, ask, have we done a proper gap analysis first? Because without diagnosis, even the biggest training is just a guess. If this video helped you understand the power of ISO 10015, give it a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to TNB Academy for more actionable ISO insights. And I, Akanksha Mishra, will see you in the next session of TNB Academy.